Okay, welcome back, people. So today's story time is going to be about this pedophile on a Snapchat. So let me get right into the story time. So it's a normal day for me. So I'm on a messenger call with my friend Kenyon. He gave me consent to say his name for the video, so we're all good on that. So I'm in a phone call with him. And basically, this guy, I had asked out this girl that I didn't even know he liked. I didn't even know he existed at the time. And not only is this guy a pedophile, he's also a racist. So, yeah. So, let me get straight into the story. Sorry for the long intro. So, I'm on Snapchat, My ex had just broken up with me. Fuck. So, once that happens, I had to fight with this, I didn't fight him physically, but, I had, a argument with him on Snapchat in a group chat call, because, she's like, you never, treated me nice and shit, which is bullshit, I did. So, yeah, basically what happened was, this one girl messaged me, and she's like, I'm there for you, I understand. But, in the end of the video, you'll realize she wasn't at all. So, yeah, somebody that she's apparently friends with, messages me and is like, hey, you need to leave her the fuck alone. It's like, I don't know what beef you have with her, but you need to leave her alone. I'm like, dude, I don't even know who the fuck you are. And he's like, oh, I'm, Alea's friend. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is. So I look in the group chat, and sure enough, there's a girl named Alea, and, yeah. So, basically, I was like, okay, I know who you're talking about, but I didn't even say anything to her. This is between me and my ex and the kid she wants to dump me for, so go fuck off. So then he's like, this N-word, and he's white, keep in mind. So he's white. So then, I just didn't talk to him after that. So then, I honestly kind of started catching feeling for this girl. A little bit, not a lot, though. I wasn't gonna simp for her, I didn't like her that much. But, she's basically just, there was an option in case I wanted to get with someone. So, I'm talking to her and shit, and, the same dude from the beginning messages me and is like, I thought I told you to leave her the fuck alone, she has a boyfriend. And, I have screenshots of her saying that she was single, and that she wanted, some eggplant, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I was like, bro, literally she's not, and I sent him the screenshot, and she's like, yes, she is, she jokes around with stuff like that, and then he's like, and how even old are you? She's 12, N-word, and I'm like, okay, I'm 12 too, chill the fuck out, and he's like, okay, and also, keep in mind, in the beginning, when I was first talking to him, he said to me, that he said that he was trying to get with her, and you'll understand why he's a pedophile in a second. So I scroll up to our first thing, and sure enough, there's a thing of him saying, yeah, she has a boyfriend though, and I respect it. And he told me that he was 17 turning 18. So I'm like, bro, you're a fucking pedophile, and your homeboy's a pedophile too, if she's even dating anybody for doing that shit, unless he's the same age or some shit. So basically, he blocks me because he's scared. So me and my friend basically started doing some detective work to figure out how to get this man in trouble, because that shit's gross. So we go to his thing, and his thing says 2006, and the girl said 2009, so he lied about her age, saying she was 12. So her thing said that she was born in 2009, which means she's 12. And, yeah. So basically, and then his thing said 2006, therefore means he is 14 turning 15, trying to get with an 11-year-old, which is fucking disgusting. And on top of that, it makes it even worse that he said he was trying to get with her when he said he was 17 turning 18 and that she was 12. So I'm like, bro, you're a fucking nasty ass, and so's your homeboy. So after that, he unadds me. So me and my friend go into this group chat, start doing detective work, figure out a bunch of shit. Tell this one guy who's on board with us, and he starts helping us. And yeah, basically after that, we got him in trouble. And it's safe to say he will not be a pedophile anymore. But yeah. So this isn't like my normal videos. I'm actually going to do like a bunch of stories, like a couple stories in one. So this is the story about my ex. And this also is connected to the girl and the story I just told you about. So, it's a fine day for me until I realize I got a text from my girlfriend at the time. And she's like, I just really don't like you. I like my best friend more. And he's treated me way better than you ever have, which is that's a fucking lie. Like, I could go to our screenshots and prove that I was a queen, that I treated her like she was a queen. So, yeah, basically once that happens, she was like, I was like, you know what, it's fine, I didn't even like you that much anyway. Which honestly, I'd say is an appropriate response considering I was mad. I think anybody would say something like that, or along the lines of that. So after I say that, she's like, oh my god, and you said you respect women, how dare you? You're such a hypocrite and shit. So, after that, I'm like, okay, this bitch is bugging. So, she makes a group chat with the kid who, likes her, and, she wants to get with. So I'm like, okay, bro, like, I wasn't even trying to fight with him. He just tried to start a fight with me immediately and added a shit ton of people, so I added my friend, because really I only need my one friend, Kenyon, to sort shit out with people, and they'll get back in line. So I sort them out. This one, honestly, kind of pissed me off, though. So, yeah, we sorted out a little bit, and that Alea girl, apparently, in the end of all this, was trying to get with me so she could break my heart, which honestly, I already knew it was a setup in the beginning, and I honestly didn't really care. So, once that happened, I was like, oh, wow, so unexpected, being sarcastic. So, my ex, I'm fighting with this kid, he's like, I'll beat your ass, you little bitch. I'm like, you're welcome to try, bud. You don't even know me. And you really shouldn't say you're gonna beat people's asses who you don't even know. And this kid sends me a picture of him. He's literally he looks like a fucking stick man, but like the size of a toddler with like anorexia is what he looked like. Like, he had no muscle. So I'm like, bro, look at you with your, like, he was the size of a toddler. So I said, look at you with your 3'2" looking ass, skinny ass, all bone looking ass. And he, like, basically started calling me, because my name's Zane. So he started calling me Xana, which honestly sounds like a fucking, drug, Xanax. No, Xanax isn't a drug, it's a medical drug. So he started calling me Xana. I'm like, bro, I'm not a fucking medical drug. And, I called him, his name was Ivan, so I called him Ivana. It doesn't make any sense, but I did it. And I'm like, bro, it's literally just funny that you could come up with, like, a nickname for me just from my name. And then, like, he basically just started to fight with me from there, so I was like, alright, I've already had enough of this. And I just left the group chat with my, 2 other friends, Kenyon and another friend. So after that, chilling, and that's basically it. So, on to the next story time. This was a time of when I basically cussed out a bunch of kids in a school group chat, and keep in mind in my one other video I said they could read the chats, so I'm cussing this kid out. Like, it wasn't like one kid, it was like a bunch of them, so I was in this one chat, and they're like, they wouldn't stop spamming, but yeah, if I, like, say one thing most of the time, they want to give me shit about it. So, they wouldn't stop spamming. I'm like, can you guys shut up? I'm in class. And they're like, no, you shut up and quit spamming to me. I'm like, first of all, you guys are the ones who were spamming, and y'all need to shut the fuck up. And I said they wouldn't stop spamming, so I spammed shut the fuck up at least, like, probably 10 times. Good 10 times. So, after that, there's this kid named, his name starts with an N, and I'm not going to say his full name, so I'm just going to say Nate. So, Nate here thought it'd be okay to start cussing at me in Japanese. So I took it to a translator and translated it. He called me a retard twice and a gay faggot 3 times. And I told the teacher, she didn't believe me. And then she's like, I got into the Zoom meeting because we were doing an online class. So I'm in the Zoom meeting, and she's like, I hear her say, guys, we need to stop swearing in the team chats, because the school can read what you put in there, and they can see, and every week, tons of inappropriate messages and searches go to the principal, which honestly, she was mostly directing this towards me. I've never made one inappropriate search, and the only time I swore in a chat was when I was fighting with Gay Boy, who you already know from my previous 2 videos, or the shut the fuck up thing, which honestly I think I had the right to do. And yeah, so she was like, and we need to stop searching up stuff, inappropriate stuff in the school chats and shit. So I'm like, okay, but nobody does that except, like, she was directing it towards me, so I'm like, I don't do that, because I knew. And she's like, I never said you were. I was talking to everybody, but I knew she was directing it towards me because of what happened. So that goes on. And my friend, who was also in the same chat, Kenyon, was like, you guys literally yell at him if he says one thing or tells anybody to stop, but yet you guys will sit here and spam nonstop and will not stop at all. So, after that, they basically shut up. I got kicked out of the team's chat. Chat got disabled for, I believe, 2 weeks. And yeah, it was not fun because I could not join my friends' Zoom meetings when I didn't have my phone because I lost it. So those 2 weeks were not fun, but I endured. So I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I might tell one more story. I just gotta think of one. I guess I could tell a story from my childhood. So this one time, I was with my grandparents. When I was like really little, so like probably 3 or 4. Don't know how I still remember it, but I do. My mom wanted me to go to sleep early, but I didn't want to because my grandparents were there, along with my uncle and my great-grandparents. So they're there, and I'm like, I basically jumped out of a little short window. Didn't hurt me at all. I landed on my foot, landed on some prickers, but it didn't hurt that bad. Just jumped up real quick. So I jumped out, went to visit, you know, the usual stuff you do with family. And, yeah. That's it, really. Oh, I also have one more story time. After this, I'm gonna end the video. So, this story time takes place at my uncle's house. My grandma's house, and then some of at his house, but mostly in my grandma's. So, this happened when I was also in 6th grade, but it was, like, out of school. So, I used to be really close to my one cousin. I'm going to call her Grace. I used to be very close with her. So, basically, this one day, we had a falling out, basically. She would not hang out with me anymore. She would barely talk to me. She even had the audacity to block me on Snapchat for nothing. I asked her if she wanted to hang out, and then so I went over, and her friend was there, who I do not like because she tried to drown my little brother, including me. So that's going on. So in there, I'm like, okay, don't fucking touch him, you bitch. And she basically like jumped on top of me, grabbed me by my neck, and tried to drown me. My cousin sitting there doing nothing, along with my 2 other cousins. And then they tried to say that I called them all retards to their uncle, and their uncle believes everything that they tell him, which is fucking bullshit. So, I mean, that's going on, and I'm like, really? Are you fucking serious? Don't do this shit now. It's fucking annoying. Just tell the fucking truth. So I start cussing him out. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. You all try to get me in trouble for no fucking reason. It's not my fault. I don't like your lying ass friend. So basically, once I say that, they're like, oh my god, Grandma, he called us retarded. And my grandma knows damn well I didn't call him retarded. So she's like, whatever. And my cousin got mad because my grandma wouldn't punish me for doing something I did not do. And yeah, so they went over to their dad and was like, he called us a retard and grandma didn't do anything about it. So he calls my grandma and is like, what the hell's going on with these two? So he comes over, I talk to him, I'm like, you don't even know what the fuck is going on and your daughter's a lying bitch. I didn't say that, but like, I wanted to say it. So he's like, you need to not talk to them like that. And my little girl is not a lesbian. I'm like, yeah, she is. She literally tried to rape my sister. And he was like, that doesn't mean she's a lesbian. I'm like, yes, it does, idiot. So basically, he was done with that. So, I mean, yeah, that's all that really happened. I don't know. Tell me if you want more Call of Duty mobile gameplay. If you don't, I can switch it up. I have another game that I could play. And then maybe post some PS4 clips. Maybe. So, I mean, yeah. This is going to be the end of the video. So, live your life with a purpose. And have a wonderful day.